When you're making cards, whether it's one card or a big batch, or it's all occasion cards, or lots of them for the holidays, it helps so much if you can have a lot of greeting tags, make up a lot at once, and have them on hand to put on those cards once you have them ready. In this video, I have 5 fantastic tips for how to make quick, beautiful looking greeting tags in a flash. Let's take a look at them. I'll mention first, if you want an awesome way to organize your greeting tags when you have them ready, a tackle box makes a perfect solution. This one has removable dividers, so I can make the sections the sizes that I want, and I can sort them by occasion, have these on hand and ready. Really makes it quicker and easier to make cards up. So let's get started with my tips. And the first one, this is perfect if you're a beginning stamper, you're just getting started, or you really like quick, easy, simple solutions. So this one is to grab your tag and label punches, stamp out some pieces, have them ready, and be ready to stamp your greetings onto them. Now, sometimes you may have a set, or I have one here I wanted to show, that actually coordinates. So the punch coordinates with your stamps. I love sets like this because they look so professional, but they're so easy to make. Anyone can make these. Anyone can stamp these greetings and punch them out quickly, and they add so much to your cards. You can really create a simple background on your card, add one of these tags on top, and it looks like it was a ton of work, even though it wasn't. So tip number 1, grab your tag punches and your favorite greeting stamps and stamp away. Tip number 2, use a set that is made to stamp and cut a bunch of greetings all at one time. Now, this is a specific set designed for this. Without this set, I'm going to share a tip with you in just a second that you can do something similar. It just takes a little bit more time. So this is the More Messages bundle. I love it. I've shown this in a lot of my videos. It is one large stamp that stamps quite a lot of greetings. I think it is in the neighborhood of 20 greetings on here. And one die, so I stamped it once, I placed my die over top, I ran this through my cut and emboss machine, and as you're going to see here, I have a whole bunch of beautiful greeting tags ready to add to my cards. This is just like life-changing. So I wanted to make sure I shared this. Let's say you don't have this set, you want to do something similar. Here's an idea. For this one, you're going to grab your favorite dies, your favorite label dies. Now these, most of them I got from the same set. Most of them I got from the die set that coordinates with the stamp set right here. But you can pick and choose dies from your collection, your favorites, the sizes, the shapes you like. All of these on the top were from the die set that I'm talking about, and then I added in a few at the bottom. I love to fill up my entire platform with dies. Run that through one time. You can get a lot of tags at once. Depending on your machine, you likely can even stack 2 sheets of paper on top of each other. A lot of times I do that, and I cut 2 layers at once, so then I get double the amount of tags. After you have your tags cut, pull them over here. You can mount your favorite greeting stamps to some blocks, have those ready, and just stamp away, and you can end up with a lot of tags in a short amount of time. Really like this one because it coordinates with this nice little banner, so I wanted to stamp that one. The stamp set that I'm using is one of the mix and match sets, so I can pair the words in different ways together to get lots of different options. But here are just a few. You can see how quickly this will go to make tags and have them on hand for either your holiday cards or just all occasion cards using this technique. This next technique might be my favorite, and I want to show you how this one works as well. So this is called the Christmas Words Collage. hybrid embossing folder. What it is an embossing folder that coordinates with a die. Now I've already run this through my machine. I'm going to show you an example of this in just a second with, we're going to step it up a little bit and make this even more amazing. So it's cut all these pieces out, and let's take a look at them up closer. So I have all of these greetings that have the embossing, they have that raised effect so that you can clearly see what the greeting is. Even though there's no ink there, even though it is just one color of cardstock, I have all of these greetings ready for cards. I just love this idea. Now, if you're thinking like, wow, that's really cool, I would love that for my regular cards, I want to show you, this is a different one. It's called Thoughtful Moments, and we are going to make this even more amazing. So I'm going to grab my brayer. If you don't have a brayer, you might be able to do this by inking directly onto the embossing folder with your ink pad by turning it upside down. You'll have to be really careful not to get ink in the wrong places, not to get ink on the flat part of the embossing folder, but you can definitely play around with it if you don't have a brayer. So I'm going to roll over this. I am doing this. You have to make sure you do this on the right side. You have to do it on the side where it's going to be the front or the top of your embossed pieces. If you do it on the side that's going to be the back, you will not end up seeing this. Now, the way this works is you could emboss it and then cut it at a separate time if you want to, but these are designed to be able to lay them on and do all of that at one time. So I'm trying not to smudge my ink. If you don't do the ink, this is really easy and it's just going to snap into place. With my ink here, I just want to be a little bit extra careful. Now I'm going to carefully lay this on top, pull this closed. We are going to run this through my cut and emboss machine. Every once in a while I mention this. I absolutely love this cut and emboss machine. I've had a lot better luck with it than the Big Shot that I used to have. I rarely have to run something through my machine more than one time. It applies even pressure across the entire thing, so it embosses well, it cuts the whole surface. I don't have to use all those crazy tricks to get it to cut or emboss correctly. And I'm going to link to a whole bunch of videos in my video description below. One of them, I'll link to that, more information on the tag box. I will link to more information on my cut and emboss machine. And let's take a look at these. Look at these amazing greetings. So I know you can see the ink and the words, of course. It's probably a little bit hard to tell on screen, but that raised effect plus the ink, these are just amazing. Really cool technique for making a lot of greetings in a short amount of time. Last but not least, I have one more technique to share, and this is an idea for using your word dies. Now, this is a set, coordinates with a stamp set that cuts a lot of word dies at one time, but you can pick and choose. If you have one big word die in this die set and one or two in this one, you can pick and choose. You can put all those on your platform at one time. Before I cut this, I put adhesive sheets on the back of my cardstock. It's basically like a big sticker. I'm going to link it in the video description below to more information on this. Put that big sticker on the back, cut these all out. Now let's take a few of these apart and let's see what we have. So we have the word holidays, we have the word New Year, we have Christmas, we have Halloween. We have a whole bunch of words here that I can use. Greetings, I believe seasons is in here. I can use just these die cuts, or I can pair them with the stamps here as well. So what I want to do now is I have all of these greetings lying around here. I have a few cards that I created ahead of time. I created this just for holiday cards in mind, but like I said, you can use these tips all year long. I have a few cards here. Let's finish these up with some of these beautiful tags. I have my tags ready to go. Let's take a look at these real quickly. I'll mention I made these cards with two separate bundles. These are the stamp sets, Snowy Delights and Delicate Pines. I looked at them and I thought, wow, I think those two would coordinate. I think I could stamp this snowflake on top of the big one. So you'll see I use these in a lot of different ways on these cards. But let's go ahead and finish these up with these cute tags. So here's the one I made with that sign design punch. Here is the one from that Christmas words collage. Do you ever debate, like, where does the greeting look best? I don't know. Let's go right there. This one, that traditional label set. And let's look at a couple of tips for these die cuts, these delicate die cuts. I mentioned before I started that I used the adhesive sheets on the back. So now it's a sticker. All I have to do is peel that backing off. Now, if you happen to have a hard time with this, piercing tool works great. Just press right into the side of it, and you should be able to get the adhesive to come off that way. So peel that off. This is just the C from the word Christmas. Actually, I should put this part on first. So I already removed the paper backing from these. So go ahead and put the rest of the word Christmas on. We'll put that big C on here. And Mary up at the top. I hope these tips can help you with preparing quick and easy greetings. I know for me, a lot of times I get the main design of a card done, and then it just helps so much if I can have a greeting tag already prepared. I would love in the comments for you to share your best tips on greeting tags. Do you organize them a certain way? Do you prep a lot at one time? Do you use your scraps? What do you like to do with your greeting tags? For today's chat, I thought it would be fun just to share a quick list of things that have helped me when I need a pick me up in life, when I'm exhausted or struggling or really beat down. Things that help me. I feel like it's the little things in life that can go so far, and sometimes just something small and free can make such a difference. I've been a little beat down by the news, current news, as I'm recording this video, and I thought this would be a good list to help share with some of you. So, number one, quiet or rest. That could mean a nap. It could mean sitting on my deck and looking at nature for 5 minutes. It can mean a lot of things to a lot of people, but quiet and rest. It's hard to find quiet in this world that we live in. We need to create our own quiet. Number two, cut flowers. I have flowers growing in my yard. I don't have to go buy them. Just taking 5 minutes and going outside and cutting some and putting them on my counter, it just brightens my spirit every time I walk into the kitchen. So that's an idea. It doesn't have to cost anything. Your neighbors might be willing to share their flowers. You should probably ask before you cut them, but you know. Number three, nature. Take a walk, find a park, just get outside and sit for a few minutes. I feel that we were created to need a connection with nature, and that can really help us to get out of our own heads that can get really clogged up sometimes, right? Number four, great music. Turn on a song that's inspiring or one that picks you up, some of your favorite music. Have a playlist somewhere that you can turn on. For me, music has really helped me through some hard things, and I know I'm not alone. Number five, food. When life is hard, I know I've had a bad relationship with food in my life. And so for me, when life is hard, I want to go back to my bad habits and eat the things that make me feel better that are not good for me. But what I find is when I put in the effort, make sure I continue to eat healthy things, I feel so much better. So eat something healthy. I'm sure I'm not the only one. Like, eat something that's good for me and it makes me feel better. Time with animals. We have animals here on the farm. We have goats and cattle, and just visiting them for a short time just makes me so happy. Cattle are like my spirit creatures. I love them. They just make me so happy. maybe your dog or your cat. Maybe you can find a local farm that you're allowed to go visit, or you may have, if you live in the city, it's going to be harder to find the animals besides the pets. But time with animals is just amazing. Connecting with another life, whether it is an animal or a person, just can make such a difference. And people, that's my last tip. My next to my last tip. I don't know. I can't count. My next one was call a friend. Call a friend. Sometimes we get bogged down in our lives. Our culture is just so different from what it used to be. We need time with people. We need time with people. A quick talk with a friend often cheers me up and reminds me that life is hard for everybody, and just picks me up a little bit. These these last two are recommendations from other people and places. Have you ever heard that getting your hands in the dirt actually helps you to be happier and healthier? I heard a study a while back. Gardening, getting yourself out in the dirt actually like scientifically helps us. I don't remember. I believe it was with like depression and mental outlook and things, but I know for physical wellness as well, the things we're exposed to when we're outside helps us to stay healthier. Get outside, maybe go take a walk in the park, stick your feet in a pond. The things that live in natural bodies of water are like really good for us. Dip your feet in for a few minutes. And last but not least, this is, I think this comes from my great grandma. I'm going to have to check with my mom and find out. But someone back in my family said that when you're sad and depressed, what should you do? You should start baking and do something for someone else. Get in the kitchen and cook something for someone. We know this, right? When we help other people, we feel better. It can be hard when I'm sad and lonely or whatever's going on to get out of my head and do something for something else, something for someone else. But things like that can really help our outlook as well. Try one of these things next time you are struggling. I appreciate you being here. Oh, and in the comments, share the things that really help you. This is such a short list. There's so many simple, quick, free things that we can do that don't cost money to help ourselves feel better, be happier and healthier, and be better companions to those around us. So share your favorites in the comments below as well. I appreciate you being here. I hope you have a blessed day, and I hope you'll be back again next time when I'll be here helping you to hand make with love.